Muslims claim this is flawless.
This is not man-made. This is the words of Allah. Find me one error in this, I'll leave Islam.
Alright, challenge accepted. Surah 41, earth in 2 days, mountains in 4 more, heavens in 2 after that. Total, 8 days. But Surah 7 says everything was made in 6 days. 6 or 8. And the order.
No, there's no contradiction in the Holy Quran, and I'll prove it to you, right? So what does he do? He brings chapter 41, verse number 9, verse number 10, and verse number 12, right? It says that he created the earth in 2 days, the mountains in 4 days, and formed the heavens into the 7 heavens in 2 days, right? 2 plus 4 plus 2 is what? 8. Then he says, oh look, and then the Quran in chapter 7, verse 54 says, God created the heavens and the earth in 6 days. So he goes, what is it, 6 or 8? Clearly a contradiction. No, that's not how it works. You know why? Because the word day, yawm, in the Quran doesn't necessarily always refer to a 24-hour period. For example, the Quran in chapter 22 verse 47 says, a day with your Lord is indeed like 1,000 years by your counting. And then also in the Quran in chapter 70 verse 4, God refers to the period of a day. He says it's 50,000 years in length. So a day is not justified by a 24-hour period, firstly. Secondly, let's break down these verses of the 8 days, right? So the 4 days that's mentioned in chapter 41 verse 10 include the first 2 days. It's not an addition. Because the Quran says what? It says, it uses a phrase called sawa'an. Sawa'an means inclusive of, not separate from. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, ayamin sawa'an. Sawa'an means inclusive. So the phrase means that the 2 days includes the first 2 days. So he created the earth in 2 days, then he formed and put the mountains there in 2 days, but included the first 2 days in the verse. So making it a total of 4 days, and then he says 2 days for the heavens, so 2 plus 2 plus 2 is what? Quick maths? 6. So there's no contradiction in the Quran.
Surah 2, earth came first. Surah 79, no, the heavens did. You can't have both. That's not poetic. That's a contradiction.
But then here's another failed attempt. Let's answer this as well. He says that one verse in the Quran says that the earth was created before the heavens, and another one says the heaven was created before the earth. Clearly a contradiction, right? No, it's not. Again, you have failed to understand the context. Quran in chapter 2 verse 29 says he created everything in the earth for you. Then he turned towards the heaven, forming it into 7 heavens. So he's saying that the earth was created, then Allah turned towards the heavens to create it, right? Then in chapter 79 of the Quran, verses 27 to 33, it says that the heavens were being raised, then the earth, right? So that kind of alludes to the heaven is being created first, earth later. But the first verse said what? Earth first, heaven later, right? Here's the refutation. If you look at the verse's structure, chapter 79 verse 30 says, Ba'da dhalik, right? After that. But Ba'da dhalik doesn't just mean after that. Ba'da dhalik can mean in addition to that, in a thematic sense, not a chronological sense. And then on top of that, chapter 2 verse 29 says that the raw creation of earth was created. Then in 79 it says the shaping and spreading and preparation of the earth was done. Then Allah turned towards the heavens. So no, it's not a contradiction, right? The earth came first. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created the earth. Then he fashioned and raised the skies and the heavens. Then he shaped and structured and made habitable the earth. So there you go. And also the word dahaha, meaning spread, refers to the shaping and preparing of the earth, not its creation. Its creation preceded the sky, but its spreading came afterwards. So no, alhamdulillah, there's no contradictions in the Quran.